What is up, guys? It's TheGreatWall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another career savior video. Today, I know what you're thinking. There's no team in front of us. But why is that? Because the player we are going to be doing today is a man by the name of Sixto Sanchez, who is currently a free agent. So, unfortunately, he's not on a team. I know what you're thinking. Well, how are we going to decide what team he goes on? We are going to be spinning this wheel. Pretty short, pretty simple. So that being said, we are spinning the wheel. He's going to the Texas Rangers. Okay, perfect. And like I said and started in the last video, we are going to be adding a random number generator to the beginning of each video to see how many spins they will get to save their career. And Sixto Sanchez will only be getting 5, which is a little bit unfortunate. But that being said, let's go get the guy in here, and then let's get our first spin out of the way. Alright, Sixto Sanchez is here. He's got his 97 potential to match his Future Stars card. Unfortunately, he's only 26 and has 5 wheel spins to help him out. That being said, let's get the first one out of the way. We need something big that's going to help him more than it is going to help his team. Realistically, we can't have 100 attributes to teammate. We're not doing that for this one. Take that off immediately. We're not doing that for this one. What is the wheel going to give me? One forced trade to make this team better. Okay. Alright, so I am going to stick with that one. That is his first spin, but I did remember to put forced trades on, so I can bring any 3 players onto this team that I want. So I'm going to go find 3 players from a team, and I'm going to add them here. So, yeah. Okay, this is going to be the forced trade that we are making. We're going to send them Jock Peterson, as well as John Gray and Omar Narvaez. And we're going to get Cal Rowley, Brian Wu, and Julio Rodriguez. Both of these guys are locked down on long-term deals. Brian Wu, hopefully they'll just keep re-signing him. That's at least the hope. So, that being said, we're going to make this deal and hope that at some point, Sixto Sanchez will be able to join this team. So, yeah. Alright, so at the end of the year, Sixto Sanchez is up to a 66 overall. Didn't play in the MLB at all. He, I guess, started in AA, but in AAA, he was 5-4 with a 2.54 ERA. Can I send him down? I'm going to send him down to AA and see. Okay, so I guess he just didn't pitch much, I guess. So, that being said, kind of a wasted year, but did get good development. We do need max an attribute or steal an attribute or steal a pitch or anything that's going to give me a ton of overall boosts, or he might not be able to be saved. So that being said, let's get through the off season and see what we can make happen. All right, we're back. So up to a 67, but I need something that's going to help his overall. Something in the biggest way possible. Steal an attribute. Wow, that was right in the middle. But we will take steal an attribute. It is exactly what we needed. The question is, which one are we going to take? I think it's going to be Ks per 9. I think that's our best option. But yeah. So we're going to go find someone with good Ks per 9, and then we're going to steal it. So, yeah. Alright, for some reason, Fernando Cruz has 99 Ks per 9. I don't know if it went up or he has this naturally, but I think it said Sixto Sanchez had 30-something. I'm actually going to go double check, but we are stealing Fernando Cruz's and giving it to Sixto, so yeah. Okay, so Sixto Sanchez had 39. He's up to an 82 now, which might actually put him in this rotation, which is exactly what we needed. That being said, I am going to go change Fernando Cruz's down to 39. Sorry to his career, but yeah. Alright, we are at the All-Star break in Sixto Sanchez's first year. Well, not first year in the MLB, but first year back in the MLB. He's up to an 84. He is getting his shit destroyed. 6.12 ERA. 0.64 is actually surprising, but yeah. Not the, first year back we were looking for. So, hopefully he can finish it out strong and make something happen. Alright, the season's over. The Rangers made the playoffs. How did Sixto Sanchez do? He's up to an 85, so up 3 this year. Finishes 9-8 with a 5.53 ERA, 2.2 WAR. Yeah, not a great year, but not a bad year. So it's an acceptable year, I think. First full year back. How are they going to do in the playoffs? Is he even... He is scheduled to start the second game, which they lose. He got the loss in it. I mean, only gave it 4 runs, so... Gets the win, or didn't get the win, but his team got the win. They're moving on. Oh. Oh my gosh, they're going to the World Series. Where they get smoked by the Dodgers. But that being said, this is just the beginning. How did Sixto Sanchez do in his first postseason run, I think, probably? He was 0-1, pitched 25 innings, 2.81 ERA. Did it show how many games he started? Yeah, so he started 5 games in the playoffs. I mean, he didn't do bad, honestly. Could have been better, but could have been worse. .9 WAR. He might have something here. But that being said, we're going to get through the offseason, and he only has 3 spins left, so hopefully he can get something done sooner rather than later. Alright, we are back for another season. What are we going to be adding to Sixto Sanchez? Hopefully it's some sort of attributes that we can get him to be almost elite now. Change team, random. That is literally the opposite of what we needed. So that being said, you guys know the drill. Close my eyes. I'm going to spin, and if it stops on the Rangers, then we stay on the Rangers, but I'm just going to keep going. Just rapid, rapid, rapid. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are going over to the Reds. He's going to join a pretty good rotation. Team's pretty good. Honestly, I'm a little bit upset because, you know, this team just made it to the World Series, and now here we are sending him to the Reds for nothing. Which sucks, but that's the point of these videos. So we're going to make this move. Obviously, we have to, and see how Sixto does in the coming years. So, yeah. Alright, we are at the Home Run Derby. At the All-Star break. We did something to the National League. Is Sixto Sanchez somewhere here? We need him. He's not in the All-Star game, to say the least. Is he just not here? Is he? How bad is he doing? Okay, he's up to an 86, but he's just... Oh my god, because they didn't start him. Why SDS? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? I mean, he's at a .1 WAR. They didn't use him for the first half, so another wasted season. So it's always the Reds that this happens to, but nothing I can do about it. So let's keep going. All right, the regular season's over. Cincinnati did not make the playoffs, but how did Sixto Sanchez do? That is the more important question. Up to an 87, pitched in 18 games, got absolutely lit up. Somehow at a 1.2 WAR. I don't know how. By the way, I did sign him for a 15-year deal when I signed him from free agency, so he is stuck with the Reds forever now, unfortunately. So, yeah, that being said, let's get to the offseason and see if we can do something that's actually going to help him this time. So, yeah. Alright, we are back with another year, so that means another wheel spin. He has 2 left. I really need something that's going to help him. Or else he might just have a very mid-career. I can't do this one. He's already gone, so... We're going to have to spin it again. Give me something good. Max and attribute, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Alright. So we get to max any attribute that he has. It's probably going to be something along the lines of... It might be stamina. Yeah, I think it's going to be stamina. So we're going to go max it out and then see how much better it makes him. Alright, so he's up to a 91 overall. I wish he didn't have such bad stamina to begin with, so we could have given it somewhere else. But that being said, he only has 1 more spin left. So this might be the best that Sixto Sanchez gets. I really hope he gets something like plus 100 attributes or plus 50. But that being said, we're going to sim this season and see how he does. All right, we are at the All-Star break. Are we going to see Sixto Sanchez here? Oh, no, we do not. Just be on the list this time, please. That's all I'm asking for. Yeah, he is just nowhere to be found. Wow. He is really bad. Oh, man. 5.18 ERA. I mean, 6 and 10. Problem is his per nines are so bad. Like his hits per nine is abysmal. Um, Still putting up a 2.7 WAR season though, which is something. So yeah, he's got to figure it out, and we got to get something that's gonna increase his per nines. So yeah. All right, season's over. The Reds miss out on the playoffs. Surprise, surprise. How did Mr. Sixto Sanchez do? He finished off better. 9 and 16 is still not good. 4.92 ERA, 3.6 WAR. I mean, he's got great Ks per nine. He strikes out a lot of batters. We just need to get everything else down. I mean, 231 Ks is not bad. Did he lead the lead in strikeouts? Or did he lead the lead? Did he lead the league in strikeouts? That's my question. Pitching WAR, he should be near the top. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, he's right here. He's number 6. Okay, that'll play. What about strikeouts? He did. I mean, he led the league by 40 strikeouts. So if we could just figure out his other stuff, we'll be fine. So yeah. All right, this is Sixto's last wheel spin. I need something that's gonna increase his attributes by a lot. Don't need steal or add a pitch. I need attributes. Add generational talent. Yeah. Unfortunately, I did use the skip already, so I have to add a generational talent. I'm gonna go see if there's any that we can take. If not, then I will create my own. So yeah. All right. So there was a couple generational talents to choose from. So I just realized that you can't see any of that, but we did pick Lonnie Romero. Been in the league 2 years, but he has 99 potential. So yeah, he is a generational talent. Hopefully the Reds can keep him here and they can keep him playing and happy and whatever. So that being said, I'll see you guys whenever he does anything. So yeah. All right, the season's over and Sixto Sanchez is at a 93 still. Yeah, I simmed through the playoffs. His team made it deep, and then they kind of lost. They lost right before the World Series. I mean, I think this might be a failed save. He's like stuck at a 93, and he's just not developing the hits per nine very much or pitching clutch. So I think he's unfortunately kind of stuck where he is. Maybe he can turn it around and turn himself into a beast. I doubt it, but yeah, let's see what he can do next year. He's out of spins, so yeah. All right, the season's over. Um, the Reds do make the playoffs. How is Sixto Sanchez doing? Okay, so they got Roki Sasaki. They also got Wyatt Langford. All right, so Sixto Sanchez up to a 96. Hits per nine went up. 4.57 ERA is his best year. 12.15, 244 strikeouts, 3.7 more season. I mean, not a bad year. Just nothing to write home about, to be honest. So, that being said, did he lead the league in strikeouts? That's what I want to see. Pitching WAR, he had to be near the top again, number 4. I mean, he's been a good. I'm sorry, let's say he had the. Oh no, that's Christopher Sanchez. Sixto Sanchez led the league in strikeouts by 45 yet again. Yeah, I mean he's been one of the better pitchers in the league the last few years. He's just not being elite like he needs to be. Hasn't won any All-Stars, hasn't won any awards whatsoever, but maybe he can still turn it around. Who knows? So, yeah, let's see how they do in the playoffs. Let's see. They're moving on. And they lose to Miami. Yeah. All right, we're at the end of the year. This is year 1, 2, 3, or no, 5, 6, 7. This is the end of year 7. This has definitely been his best year. He's developing the hits per nine a little bit. Still not at a good enough level to be elite, but I mean, 246 strikeouts, 3.57 ERA, and a 6.3 WAR. That doesn't win him anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. He wasn't the Tariq Skubal. Took it from him. He got snubbed. Sixto Sanchez got snubbed. That's a good sign. It's a good sign that he might actually develop into something. So we're hoping he can do that. They're in the playoffs. Let's see how they do. Wow, are they going to choke this? They choked it. Wow. All right. So I'll see you guys at the end of next year. Or if he ever does anything. So yeah. All right, we finished another year. He finishes 10-10, 3.51 ERA, 239 strikeouts. He honestly might. He's gonna pass 2,000 strikeouts, but he might get to 2,500 strikeouts, which is nuts. 5.4 WAR. How close was he to Cy Young again? He wasn't even on the list. Spencer Strider was though. Screwball with another one. It's the third of his career. He has as many All-Star games as he does Cy Youngs, which is nuts. Did he have a better year? I mean, he had a 3 WAR. This really is a wins-loss award, apparently. But that being said, Reds are in the playoffs. So are the Braves. Not the Braves. So are the Rangers. Sorry. And the Reds are moving on. Take on the Mets. Where they get smoked. I think the Rangers are still in it. The Rangers won the World Series. So Sixto Sanchez's former team. That being said, I'll see you guys at the end of next year or the All-Star break if he makes it. So, yeah. Alright, this is the final time we'll be checking up on Sixto Sanchez before he retires. Another 8-15. I mean, I say another, but 8-15, 244 Ks, 5.15. Yeah, I mean, 3.5 WAR season. He's gonna end up turning out a decent MLB career. Just never took that step towards elite, unfortunately. But yeah, he's already starting to go down. So I don't foresee him being around much longer. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of his career when he retires. So yeah. Alright, so I am taking you guys here because Sixto Sanchez's team is 1 win away from winning it all. And they get it done in his twilight years and probably what will be one of his last years. They get it done. So just figured you guys would want to see that. He is a one-time World Series champion. Alright, the time has come. Sixto Sanchez has retired. He was a free agent. No one signed him, so I just signed him and dropped his stats all the way. So, yeah, that being said, he won a Cy Young and an All-Star in 2035. How the hell did he do that? 2.59 ERA, 227 strikeouts, and a 5.1 WAR season. I mean, that'll work. In between, two of his better seasons as well. So, over his career, he pitched in 455 games. 411 of them were starts. 147 and 144 record. 2 saves, 1 blown save, 6 holds. 2,448 innings pitched. 2,561 hits. 1,200 runs, 1,100 earned runs. 300 home runs, 850 walks. 2,843. He was so close to 3,000. I think, honestly, if he would have got that 3,000 mark, if he would have pitched that extra year with Cincinnati, and maybe one more year, unfortunately, he might have been a Hall of Famer. 4.35 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 197 quality starts, 8 complete games, 7 shutouts, 50.7 career WAR. That would put him, let's take a look here. All time, that puts him, says 50.7, that would put him right above Theodore Breitenstein and right under Tony Phillips and Bob Elliott. But for pitchers, that puts him at number 100, right under Johan Santana, right above Kenny Rogers. So yeah, I would say that was a success. I think we definitely saved his career. And it went with only 5 wheel spins. So I guess those 5 wheel spins were good enough, and he got to, manage to get it done on his own. So let's see. I think that should make him the number one. He is number one on the pitcher WAR rankings and third on our total WAR rankings. So that being said, the moment of truth, he's not going to be a Hall of Famer. He's not. But that being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.